Hello YouTube! Today we're going to be talking about, as you already know from the title, about Adobe's new decision about releasing all of their paid software not as a product key type thing, but more of a rental service. I believe they're doing this for for a lot of people who decide to get their software from less than legal means. Personally, I disagree with their decision in the very fact that the only reason people steal their software in the quantities they do is because their software is overpriced. I know it costs a lot of money to make the software. It's not easy making that software, I know that. But selling software for the prices they're selling it for is unreasonable. They already offer rental services for their software, but still, they're selling their software. Like, for instance, I believe Photoshop CS5 is, so Photoshop Extended, I think, is $999, and that's way too much. Now, for what you get with that, you get a very, very decent software that allows you to edit photos, but it's not worth $900. And people are still going to steal it regardless. But what you're causing is a very uncomfortable circumstance for a lot of professionals. Renting is not, it is, a lot of people have to rent because of reasons of money, but in the professional world, it's not ideal to rent software or rent hardware too. It's ideal to own it because then you have rights to it and there's no complications. But by them doing this rental thing, which I believe is via cloud services, which means you have to have an internet connection. I might be wrong about that part, so I'm not going to cover that too much. But I think that it's just insane, and I think that Adobe is making a very bad decision by doing this. Now, in the past, they already have had rental options for their software, and I know that because I personally use their rental service for both Adobe Photoshop as well as Adobe Premiere Pro. I pay $25 per month for each software, so $50 total. And I personally feel okay doing that because, while I personally don't feel any moral obligation in purchasing their software, I thought that it would be a better decision for product support, and I did want to do the right thing for Adobe, even knowing I still think their software is overpriced. So paying them $25 per month works for me. And also, if I ever decide that I don't need to use Photoshop anymore, I probably didn't invest the entire $900. And if I did, if we just quickly open up Calculator here. So let's say $900. Oops. I hate Windows Calculator. 900 divided by 25. So it would take me 36 months to actually spend $900 on Adobe Photoshop. And by then, I'm going to be probably upgrading to the next version. And to me, it makes a lot more sense. But the thing about that is that I get a full version that's on my computer that's completely compatible with everything. And there's no fights over if I have to be online or not and this and that. And I like that. But the way they're going to go with it, I believe, is they're going to make it so you have to it's very similar to some games, such as GTA 4, where you have to connect to the internet in order to connect to the game, and this and that. I mean, Photoshop, not the game, but whatever else. And I think it's just stupid. It is extraordinarily stupid. But, of course, my opinion doesn't matter, apparently. If Adobe thinks that's going to fix their problems, I hate to tell them, but it's not going to fix their problems. software companies create new restrictions on their software. It generally creates a backlash. Generally makes people want to steal it more. I know Adobe is one of the most stolen software companies on the planet. Mind my words, stolen. I should have said copyrighted. I don't know. But they're the ones who get infringed a lot from copyright. Because a lot of people want to use their software. Now, personally, morally, I believe if someone wants to use the software, I personally think that some people can't afford Photoshop and they're never going to purchase it. And I think that possibly Photoshop might open up new horizons for them. I'm not quite sure. Photoshop is a tough job. Copyright is a very tough subject. I personally, while certain things I've been obligated to get with less than legal means. But when I try to buy software. When I say less than legal means and I'm obligated to, I mean the fact that the software company doesn't exist anymore, or you cannot buy that version of the software anymore, and I wanted the particular version, and such. Such as getting Macromedia Fireworks 6, which is before Adobe purchased Macromedia. You cannot purchase that software anymore. It's not for sale. And I really like that software for some things. To me, it's a great software to use to make banners and such. So, yeah, I got that. But when it comes to new software, such as Adobe Photoshop CS6, Adobe Premiere, and a few other softwares out there, those are the two softwares I really purchased. And then, of course, Windows and stuff. I'm just using the product key that came on my laptop currently, but if I really wanted to, which I'm probably never going to do, I would buy Windows, although personally I don't think Windows is worth the money it costs either. I think it's overpriced for the shit that you get. But that's my opinion. Anyway, do you agree with me? Please comment below. You can disagree, agree, you can start a debate. That's fine. Thanks for watching and have a great day.